If you read people who really defend creature libertarian freedom, by the way, that came up. He asked me, did Adam have libertarian freedom? I said yes, and then immediately said, and I mean that within the creaturely realm. It's under the decree of God. I'm just saying he didn't have a fallen nature. Man, everyone's gone nuts, and they're ignoring everything else I said about it. It's almost as bad as the Ignatius thing in the Hesmeyer debate, rather than dealing with what the debate was actually about. But can God survive trillions of free will decisions? And so, if you read open theists, you know that any violation of human free will is repugnant to them. And they just, the idea that it would happen over and over and over again. Now, Richardson did not give us any kind of coherent explanation. All he kept saying is, well, God has a way to get it done. Well, that's nice. That's cool. But what do you mean he has a way to get it? Well, how can you call it libertarian free will if it is subject to the decree of God in the sense that they are rebel sinners, cannot do as pleasing to God, and God is going to accomplish his purpose at the time he wishes to accomplish his purpose. So you can't have options A, B, C, and D. And you've heard, those of you who listen, I've debated people who said, yeah, Paul could have said no, and then God would have gone with somebody else, and then if they had said no, he would have gone to somebody else, and over again. That's the consistent view. But all I was trying to say, in the debate, by the way, I did an entire hour-long program before I did this on someone else's webcast. All I was trying to say was, if you affirm that, for example, the timing of the crucifixion, that Herod, Pontius Pilate, so on, were to be involved with it, that Judas was to be the son of perdition, the number of quote-unquote free will decisions that would have to be completely controlled by God is immense. Now, maybe they're trying to be Molinist, but I don't think they are. And, Molinism then depends on the ungrounded, unfounded concept of middle knowledge. So they're just being inconsistent. They're just admitting, yes, God will accomplish his decree, but he will mysteriously do it somehow without violating anyone's libertarian free will, which is not under his decree or something. I don't know. But hey, if you're hanging out with McGrew and Leighton, I should have obviously been significantly more direct.